How many times have you tried to control every detail of your life? How many nights did you lose sleep trying to solve problems that hadn't even happened yet? How many tears did you shed wanting things to be different from what they are? I know how you feel. For years, we've carried this weight on our shoulders. We believe we're responsible for everything. That we need to have all the answers. That we must know precisely how our life is going to unfold. But the truth is that this need for control is just an illusion created by our conditioned mind. If this message is reaching you right here, it's no coincidence. It's the universe conspiring in your favor. Before we continue, please like this video. It's not just a gesture, it's an affirmation. It's you saying, yes, I deserve to receive love and abundance. And subscribe to the channel, because this message needs to reach more people who, just like you, are ready to break free and trust in the infinite wisdom of the universe. Quantum physics shows us something extraordinary. At the most fundamental level of reality, everything is energy in motion. Everything is interconnected. There's an infinite intelligence operating through every particle, every cell, every thought. That same intelligence that makes your heart beat without you having to think about it, that heals your wounds while you sleep, is the same force that's taking care of your entire life. Your subconscious processes millions of pieces of information every second. It's constantly working to align your external reality with your deepest beliefs. When you surrender your life to the Creator, when you release the need to control, you're actually activating this internal wisdom. You're allowing the infinite intelligence of the universe to work through you. Close your eyes for a moment. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the beats. Each beat is a reminder that you're being sustained at every instant by a force greater than your conscious mind can comprehend. You don't need to teach your heart to beat. You don't need to control your breathing to stay alive. In the same way, you don't need to control every aspect of your life for it to flow in harmony. Surrender isn't giving up. Surrender is recognition. It's you recognizing that there's a greater wisdom operating in your life. It's trusting that the same power that created the stars, that makes flowers bloom in spring, that governs the cycles of nature, is also caring for you with infinite love. When you let go, you're not losing power. You're connecting with true power. The power of love. The power of trust. The power of conscious surrender to something greater than the fears of your conditioned mind. Think about the water in a river. It doesn't fight against the stones in its path. It simply flows. It finds the most natural way, goes around obstacles, and always reaches its destination. When you surrender to the flow of life, you become like that water. Fluid, adaptable, always moving toward your highest good. Your mind might protest. It might say, but what if something goes wrong? What if I don't know what to do? These are just voices of fear trying to keep you in the illusion of control. Breathe through those fears. They're passing clouds in the infinite sky of your consciousness. Neuroscience has discovered that when we practice surrender, when we choose to trust, our brain produces chemicals that promote well-being, creativity, and connection. Our nervous system calms down. Our vibrational frequency rises. And when our frequency rises, we attract experiences that are aligned with this new energy. Remember, you're loved. You're cared for. You're guided at every moment. Even when you can't see the bigger picture, even when the path seems uncertain, there's a loving hand always guiding you toward your highest good. Here, I'm going to guide you through a simple but powerful practice. A practice you can use whenever you feel the weight of control overwhelming you. Place both hands on your heart. Feel the warmth of your palms heating your chest. Breathe deeply. With each breath, you're connecting with the wisdom of your heart. Your heart knows things that your mind doesn't yet understand. Picture a gentle golden light beginning to shine at the center of your chest. This light represents the Creator's unconditional love for you. It grows with each breath. It expands through your rib cage, rises up your neck, flows down your arms, spreads through your abdomen. As this light grows, repeat with me mentally, I surrender to the infinite love that guides me. I release the need to control. I trust in the divine wisdom that operates through me. I am cared for, loved, and guided always. Feel this truth settling into every cell of your body. Your muscles relax. Your shoulders release. Your jaw softens. Your entire being surrenders to this deep truth. You're safe in the Creator's love. Picture that you're holding in your hands everything you've been trying to control. Your relationships, your career, your finances, your health, your family. See all of this as little birds in your hands. They want to fly. They need to fly to grow and expand. With love and trust, open your hands. Let those birds fly. Watch them rising toward the infinite sky. They're not going away forever. They're being cared for by the same force that cares for you. And when the time is right, they'll return transformed, renewed, aligned with your highest good. Feel the relief that comes with this release. Feel how your shoulders become lighter. How your breathing becomes deeper. How your heart expands. This is the feeling of true freedom. The freedom that comes when we stop fighting against life and start dancing with it. But surrender isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. It's a constant return to this truth. You're not alone. You've never been alone. At every moment, with every breath, you're being sustained by a love that knows no limits. When you wake up in the morning, before even getting out of bed, place your hand on your heart and say, "Thank you, Creator, for this new morning. I surrender to the infinite possibilities you have prepared for me." When you face a challenge, breathe and remember, this challenge is here to help me grow. I trust in the wisdom that's guiding me through this experience. When something doesn't go as planned, smile and whisper, "Something even better is on its way. I trust in the universe's perfect timing." Life is a sacred dance between doing and being, between action and surrender. You do your part with love and determination, and then you surrender the outcome to the Creator. You plant the seed with care, water it with dedication, and then trust that nature will work its magic. How many times have you been surprised by solutions that came in ways you never could have imagined? How many times did doors open precisely when you needed them to? How many times did the universe conspire in your favor in ways your logical mind never would have planned? These aren't coincidences. They're evidence of the loving intelligence that's always operating in your life. Every synchronicity is a reminder that you're being cared for. Every moment of grace is a whisper from the Creator saying, "Trust me. I have wonderful plans for you." But sometimes it's hard to trust, especially when we're going through periods of uncertainty, when the future seems foggy, when we can't see beyond the next step. It's precisely in those moments that surrender becomes most important. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't question whether they'll succeed. They don't create complex strategies. They simply trust the process. They fall, get up, try again. Each fall is part of the learning. Each attempt brings them closer to mastery. You're also learning to walk in a new frequency of life. A frequency of trust. A frequency of surrender. Every time you choose to let go instead of control, you're taking another step in this new way of being. And as you keep practicing, something magical happens. You begin to notice that life flows more easily. Solutions come more naturally. Relationships harmonize. Opportunities present themselves at just the right time. Not because you're controlling less, but because you're trusting more. Surrender opens space for miracles. When you release the need to know how things will happen, you allow them to happen in ways even more beautiful than you could have imagined. Breathe deeply right here. Feel this truth settling into your entire being. You're a beloved child of the universe. You're cared for with infinite tenderness. Every experience in your life, even the most challenging ones, are invitations for you to remember this truth. When you surrender and let go, you're not losing control. You're connecting with real control. The control that comes from love. The control that comes from trust. The control that comes from the certainty that you're aligned with life's natural flow. Your only responsibility is to be authentically yourself. Follow the whispers of your heart. Make your choices based on love, not fear. Treat yourself and others with kindness. The rest you can safely surrender to the loving hands of the Creator. Imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you truly believed this. If you believed, without a shadow of a doubt, that you were always being cared for and guided. What would it be like to wake up every morning with this certainty in your heart? You'd wake up with gratitude. You'd face challenges with courage. You'd celebrate victories with humility. You'd treat every person you meet as a gift from the universe. You'd live every moment as a sacred opportunity to express love. This life is available to you right here. Not in some distant future when you manage to surrender perfectly. The moment is this one. With this breath. With this heartbeat. Surrender is a door that opens from the inside out. No one can open it for you. No one can force it. It opens gently when you choose to trust. When you choose love instead of fear. When you choose flow instead of resistance. And every time you walk through that door, you become more free, lighter, more connected to who you really are, more aligned with your soul's purpose. Place your hand on your heart again. Feel this life force pulsing within you. This is the same force that moves the tides, that makes the stars shine, that brings spring after winter. And it's operating through you at this very moment. Say with me, I surrender to the love that I am. I surrender to the love that surrounds me. I surrender to the love that guides me. I release everything I cannot control and embrace everything I'm called to be. Breathe these words. Let them become part of you. Let them settle into the depths of your soul. They're more than words. They're decrees. They're affirmations of the deepest truth about who you are. I want you to carry this certainty with you. You're never alone in your journey of surrender. Every time you choose to trust instead of control, you join a global family of courageous souls who are choosing love. Your surrender inspires others to surrender. Your trust gives others permission to trust. Your courage to let go encourages others to do the same. You're part of a beautiful transformation that's happening in the world right here. When you leave this sacred space we've created together, carry this energy with you. Let it illuminate every step you take. Let it soften every word you speak. Let it touch every heart you encounter. Whenever you feel the weight of control trying to overwhelm you again, return to your heart. Breathe deeply. Remember this truth: you're loved unconditionally. You're cared for infinitely. You're guided perfectly. Surrender isn't a destination. It's a path back home. Home to love. Home to trust. Home to the peace that passes all understanding. Welcome back home. Tell me here in the comments, what's the hardest thing you're trying to control right at this moment in your life? It could be a relationship, a financial situation, the health of someone dear to you, or even your own fears and anxieties. Sometimes just naming what we're carrying is the first step to letting it go. There's no surrender too small or too big. Every courageous act of releasing control is a victory that deserves to be celebrated. Feel grateful for having given yourself this gift of time, of care, of self-love. And when you're ready, open your eyes knowing that you're carrying a new frequency in your heart. The frequency of surrender. The frequency of trust. The frequency of love. Until our next meeting.